back with another one. Culture Creators Podcast, episode number 3. We got some special guests in the building, all over the place, from Oklahoma to Dallas. And then I got my co-host in the building.
Yo, it's your boy. You know what it is, MrKdotNew. I'm with my man Mike Jones. We at this every Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern time. All right. So y'all pull up for us, for y'all get outside, go to your little club or whatever y'all doing. Cause I'm staying in because y'all doing too much out there in quarantine, man. But anyway, the Culture Creator Podcast, we are a Black culture, right? From the we are about podcasts all about Black culture, right? And so we got a collective of brains here from different, origins, as you can see, and we just discuss different topics every Friday. All right. So we're gonna introduce a couple panels that we have right now. I'm gonna start with Jessica Smallwood. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let us know who you are, where we could see your social media, whatever you do. Introduce yourself.
Name's Jessica Smallwood. I'm from Oklahoma. I've been modeling for about 4 years. You can get on my modeling page on Facebook. It is Jessica's Modeling Portfolio. On Facebook. I'm 27 and have a little 6-year-old boy. This is my first time to do this, so hey everyone. I'm glad I can be a part of it.
Welcome.
Glad you're here. Glad to have you.
All right, and then we had this sister up before. She is an intelligent sister, and I'm gonna have her introduce herself. Go ahead, Yolanda. Introduce yourself, Queen.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, that's you.
Me, Yolanda the model. I'll keep it short and sweet. You already know what I was on here before, so you can catch me on Facebook. Yolanda the model is all. The model is one word. That's also on Instagram. It's going to be Yolanda _the_ model. You can also have it Yolanda _the_ model on Facebook as well for booking me. And I'm just going to tell my name without. So y'all just hit me up.
That's what's
up. And then we got a newcomer in the building, man. This is a connoisseur, a caveat to genius of the cannabis industry. This man, he all for it. I'm gonna go ahead and let him introduce himself. My man Benny. What's up, my man?
What's up, man? Glad to be on here, man. I'm Benny, aka Benzo23, as you see. I do a little bit of everything. I make edibles. I do lawn care services. I do concierge services. I'm just an entrepreneur. I do a little bit of everything. You can find anything on my links, like ButterstuPhd. It's ButterstuPhd. And that's ButterstuPhd as in stuff and butter. We stuff everything with butter, man. So you can check everything out on that. And Lawn Care Concierge is my lawn care company. And we do about 30 to about 35 7-Elevens in Oklahoma City. And we've been cutting for about 5 years, and we do a lot of residential work as well, and stepping out to doing pesticides and spraying yards and everything as well. So trying to do it all.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up, man. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, man. So we gonna go in and jump into these topics. Hey, Mike, what we got? What we got first? What we got up next?
Well, everybody knows, it's Valentine's Day. And I mean, not Valentine's Day, but that's coming up. That's the next big thing. So what do y'all feel is like some do's and don'ts, like some tips we can give out to some people that that got somebody? What should they be doing to, fulfill that Valentine's Day?
Hey,
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Yeah,
I'm like, let's
yeah.
Well, I'm single, so I don't
Like
know.
you-
But what I'm gonna do is love and pamper myself this weekend. So I'm gonna do self-love. That's what I'm all about. Y'all know I'm asking for that. So that's me. So I'm gonna give myself whatever I need and want. And that's
Right,
it.
right.
That's what's up.
What you think, Jessica?
I am just gonna stay in, stay warm. I do the same self-care.
Yes.
Right.
That's up there.
Y'all ain't getting nobody nothing for Valentine's Day?
The
Like
only one I
kids?
got something
And
for was my mama
nobody's
and
getting
my
y'all
grandma.
anything.
Right.
We'll see.
We'll
I got
see.
a road.
Y'all just gonna drop
So we
whatever
road.
come. If somebody want to pop in, maybe give me a date or something, I'll take it. Whatever, right?
I mean,
how
I
we
take
doing
it. Somebody says anything about some crab legs. I'm like, shoot, I'll meet you there. I'm there. You ain't got to ride. I'll be waiting.
So I guess one of the tips is take somebody out to eat.
Yes. Well, that's the way to my home.
Food. Everybody wants food.
Food, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, but what do y'all think about like how dating is now? You know, you got different aspects. I'm way behind, so I know I can't give no pointers or anything, but I do like see how people interact and the things that they talk about. And you know, there's conversations that I've seen where people talk about, you know, well, how much did you pay for the date? And you know, what did you spend on it? Did you put thought into it? You know, there was a topic about would you take your person out to Applebee's? Like, is that a good place to go out to eat and take somebody that you dating or whatever?
I don't think the place matters though.
So even if you don't have a significant other,
because how you know that person, Applebee's might be that person's favorite place. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that only they would know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In that relationship. So that's the thing. Like people are always on the outside looking in and don't know what's going on, and they want to judge somebody because they went to Applebee's. But they said that's what he wanted, and that's his favorite place because he likes the riblet. So that's where we're going.
So
Like,
there's some minds out here who would say, well, that's just a broke mentality. Or, you know,
and that's why there's no dating thing.
Yeah.
And that sucks. Like some women mess it up for us, you know what I'm saying? Because if you have men, and just like now, that's all men want to do is about to eat. Like that's cool, we eat, but I don't want you to feel like you have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's just so different now versus because I've been single 3 years. Previously, I was in a 10-year relationship, so that was 10 years prior. So things were a lot different. You know what I mean? So when I was single, I was a little nervous because I didn't understand what the problem was because everybody's like so aggressive with it. Like, I'm like, chill out. We don't have to do all this. Like, we don't have to go above and beyond. You don't even know me. Like, let's get to know. There's no getting to know each other. It's like you said, as soon as somebody says about, I ain't, but yeah. It ain't about that.
You think they're too concentrated on what that person is going to do, you know, what he's going to spend on, what is his potential in income and how that's going to come about. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't eat at Applebee's, to be honest. I'm just going to be honest.
I don't either.
I don't like really change restaurants, but I feel like I should be able to take somebody to maybe maybe one of them hole-in-wall type places that people don't really know about, but it's got good food and a good atmosphere.
Right.
Those types of things. What do y'all
think? There was a post somebody posted with the sheet on the floor. I don't know if y'all saw it on Facebook, the sheet, and they sprinkled the petals, the rose petals, and had candles and a little pillow sitting up and saying, would you accept this? And man, they was going in. But
I
they were saying
that you should expect in a date when you date somebody the first time like that, your expectation is who is this person that I'm potentially going to continue to talk to, right? So that should be the focus, right?
Right. You would think.
Not the materialistic thing.
Right.
What you think, Benny? What you think,
That's-
Benny?
that-
Benny,
man,
you committed for real. What you think?
Man, it's both sides. Like you said, man. Sometimes if somebody just want to go to Applebee's, that's just what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what the significant other just likes. That's what she likes. But on my end, I would say like, man, you can go to Applebee's any day. You know what I'm saying? So it's something you would like to do something different, like K-Dot saying. You know what I'm saying? You want to do something different. Maybe like you seen on Facebook. Maybe you just want to do a sheet with some rose petals and something like that, and you cook for her. They don't have to know everything that you did. You know what I'm saying? But it's what really came from the heart that what you did. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really care what a lot of people say. That's the thing too. Social media got a lot of people caring what everybody else do. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to step up or do one up from the next person.
Social media got people flexing. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Let me see what I can do. I'm gonna really shit on everybody.
That's why half time I don't even post on social media. Dude, you know me, you know me. If you know me, you know me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I think a lot of people live based off of what they see on social media. And so, you know, they're willing to do whatever it takes to act like they're, and I get it, you know, you want to, you know, fake it till you make it or whatever the saying is, etc. You know, I just feel like, you know, the way we value things these days is the reason why people can't find whoever they looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like you want these criterias, etc., etc., etc. But the way you think, like, how are you gonna receive that if you think this way, right? And then people say, well, you know, that shouldn't matter. I should be able to blah blah. It does, because what you putting out into the universe is really what you're gonna get back. Like I'm just being honest with you. I don't care what anybody says. It's just what it is. So I just think that we just devalue really love in general, but just the whole concept of being with somebody, like like you got to be selfless when you're around somebody, right? Because you bring in somebody else into your atmosphere, right? So you gotta understand where they're coming from, just like you have to understand where you coming from, and that's how I feel things should be. Like, don't get me wrong. I want to be.
What's your tip? What's your tip?
Well, my tip would be to my tip would not be so into what you perceive you want and actually what you want internally, right? Like what you feel inside and how you feel about what you want in an opposite person and how you want to go about that. That's the way you should go. Not what society says, not what you see on TV or read in a book, because at the end of the day, you are the person that's got to make the decision.
Needs to be pleased. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say, man. I think Disney messed up a lot of people, like the Beauty and the Beast and all that bullshit. Like everybody wanna follow them stories and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not life. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with bills and everything else. That's not life. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got kids in the house and stuff like that, and you got to learn to love your significant other while raising kids, your family. You know what I'm saying? You got to continue to date while raising your kids and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's the hardest part of the family too.
Right.
So and I think people it's like a made up holiday, basically.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah, because what is this one day prove? Because again, it goes back to social media or worrying about what somebody else thinks, because it's one day that everybody shows off who they love and all this stuff. You should be loving that person the same every single day that you're with them.
Every single day.
So
exactly.
Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
I think it's just another day for us to spend money and show that we got it and that we can spend money and all this other stuff. And I think that's a part of it too. You know what I'm saying? We look at money in relationships and different things, and this person's got to be this way. It's like, to me, how I look at things is like everybody has to survive, right? Everybody has to pay bills. You gotta live, you know, you gotta pay the electricity, you gotta pay the whatever, wherever you're at, you gotta do those things. So when people bring those things up, I just be like, well, I mean, you gotta do that anyway. Sit down, have a conversation. What is it gonna be like? How are y'all gonna do things together, etc., and then move on from that. Like, it doesn't have to be so.
I was talking about Blue.
Oh, it don't have to be so difficult to the point where we had this confusing thing, and then you have this day where we have to spend a bunch of money just to please somebody for one day, and y'all having arguments every other day.
Every other day.
That don't even make sense.
For real.
Blue the dream.
So what's up with y'all? Y'all know what it is. It's Blue the dream. I came in on the ass end of y'all conversation, and it sounded like it was like kind of like what I was mentioning when we was in this inbox, okay? Because that girl, I forget her name. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say that girl, but I forget her name. But she was mentioning how motherfuckers is really freezing out here, and people are so fucking selfish. Like I've seen it myself, and like I don't know if y'all mentioned this either, but man, I swear y'all, look, I was like on the other side, thank God, of the freeway when that pile up happened the other day, bruh.
What?
When I tell you, because I've been in car wrecks before, like when I tell you, like, I ain't know if some shit was gonna fly on this side. Like, hey y'all, let's go. Like, because I'm talking about cars stacked on top of cars, stacked on top of trucks, stacked on top of poles. It ain't nothing but blood, like all up and down for the freeway, y'all. Like, I pray for everybody that lost their loved ones, and
but for the people that don't know what you're talking about, kind of explain what happened, because everybody don't live in Dallas, you know what I'm saying? So you got to break it down.
Everybody don't live in Dallas. I apologize. Well, you know, out here in Dallas, Texas, people can't drive. They fly like bats out of hell. First of all, let's be clear. It don't matter who behind the wheel, they flying like a bat out of hell. Like, that's just what that is. So, drastically, it was a pile up. I forget, like, what was we? Was that 635?
Yeah, on 35, right outside
on 35. Yeah. Man, like, it was a major pile up. Like, okay, you know how most of the times when they know that the roads are scarce and hazardous and all that good jazz, well, they usually, one, block it off. Right. Two, put the salt down. Why that didn't happen? Why we didn't do that?
I think it came unexpectedly though. Like, they didn't know.
Because like they all outside, like even over here, because I stay in Pleasant Grove, and like even over here, like, you know how like right there before you get to 30, like where Walmart is in Samuel, like right there, the freeway, well, the highway looking thing, like the bridge, the overpass, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. They blocked that off because it's a ramp, and then they got the right lane blocked off anyway with the yellow and orange cones. They have that blocked off anyway, so you have to go on. Icy. So boom, I'm sitting here like, okay, if they block this little 3.2 second trip to where you have to go all the way around or go through Walmart to get on the freeway past that way, why they didn't do that in those? That's a small little area, like, you know what I'm saying? It's coming from off the freeway. That's why I said I was on the other side, but I know where the impact came from, because I drive up and down this side both ways every day. So
that's
rest in peace to the people that died, and prayers go out to the people's family and stuff like that.
R.I.P. to them. Well, that's a segue actually to a topic that we also have, like, people, like, I guess, you know, being mindful of things like that, right? If you see things where you know that it's dangerous, or something that's dangerous, or something that you shouldn't be doing, you know, then why take that leap? why take that leap of faith? So we all know about the Gorilla Glue hair lady who took the Gorilla Glue, whatever, spray stuff and sprayed it in her hair, and it matted down, and she had the same thing for months and months and months, and then it went viral. So what y'all think about people who know things is not what they supposed to be, and know that they're not supposed to be doing it, but do it anyway? But then try out for the sympathy afterwards. Once they made that decision.
Because you have a lady that followed the leader with Gorilla Glue Girl, and she put it on her yanni. She put it on her yanni so she can wax bats,
Y'all crazy.
I mean, the fact that it's being uploaded on TikTok and getting all that, I mean, they'll let you know it's for clout.
Hey, they got some edibles and like weed packs with Gorilla Girl on that hoe already. Like,
the internet, they quick at marketing shit. Don't let it.
It's too early.
Somebody, Nate Robinson got knocked out. They market that shit. They was like, "Yep,
got him."
but there's several things like that's been happening where people do things like silly things and it just go viral. So y'all really think it's just for clout? Like it's something that they trying to get rich off of? Because I mean, what else? I mean, shoot, you do something. If you get noticed somehow.
It's off dumb shit.
I mean, this is my thing, because if you, first of all, she's 40 and I'm 40, so I'm insulted. So if I feel like I didn't, first of all, I wouldn't even do no shit like that. But if it did come down to it and I mistakenly did it, social media is not the first place I'm gonna go. At all. First of all, I would be looking up some beauticians, trying to call some beauticians that might know some shit, some magic tricks or something. Like, can I come to you?
Some home remedies or something.
Like, I'm going to try to figure out how to get this out. I'm not going to go on social media and say, oh my God, y'all, I wasn't familiar with
But the thing is, she waited a whole damn week later.
Right, and then you made more than one video.
She said I couldn't do it for 7 days. I couldn't mess my hair. That's what the video
I wouldn't get it that day, because even regular gel that you put in your hair, you know what I'm saying? That stuff, you can't just leave that in there. That stuff starts flaking up, looking all nasty. I don't even use that stuff. I'm washing that shit out as soon as the day is over with. Like, I'm not gonna hold on to it.
What's crazy? Knew this was gonna happen.
What's amazing is
probably knew this was
nobody wanted to help her until we stepped in, right? Black hair care people wanted to give her some products. Black wig care company wanted to give her some products. The black doctor is the one that helped her do everything to get it off. But the Gorilla Glue company said, "Oh yeah, okay, it's all right."
Looks pretty good now.
The nurses and the
fun fact, real quick. A fun fact is that she raised $13,000 on a GoFundMe.
Exactly.
Oh, I need to raise a GoFundMe because I need a new phone.
Off this stunt.
I need
the
GoFundMe and Sugar Daddy.
And she got motherfucking views on all the motherfucking social media sites.
She got buku followers now.
She can gain like 500,000 followers.
Gorilla Glue Girl.
So now they paying her.
They're gonna have merch. She's on everything. So for me, it's like, okay, were these things a setup? Are these things like things that just come out of the woodworks for us to go ahead and latch on to because we so like it keeps us from focusing in on what's really going on?
I was just gonna say, what do you think is a distraction? I was just about to say that.
You gotta have. Come on, man. These is clickbait things. They last for about a couple weeks, and then it's on to the next one. Right? There's something else about the
might be a comedian or something.
Huh?
She could be a comedian.
Yeah, exactly.
This could be her rollout. Like,
exactly.
I'm funny, ain't I? I'm funny, huh?
Exactly. I mean, I think that's how Tiffany Haddish got
she cleaned her case. She's like, no, I don't want sympathy.
Allegedly.
So that's over.
Hey, like we in the generation of clout right now. That's all it is. Like, I mean, you gotta look at like people like Tekashi 6ix9ine. All he doing is clout chasing. I mean, look at what was that one dude, Boonk Gang? Like all he did was random stuff, just jumping into freaking random aisles in grocery stores, just doing dumb stuff. And it's like, and people laughed at it, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like what, like that's making us look worse too. You know, the more we do stuff like that too, we also got to just look at how that impacts us as a whole. Like, you know, you're not really see. I mean, I guess you can see sometimes you see white people doing some crazy stuff, but
I mean, I don't. Yeah, for me, I don't mind people clout chasing as long as it's for something of substance. Like, what are you doing for the clout? You know what I'm saying? Are you
what you
empowering your community? Are you doing something for to give back? Like, I don't mind clout. It's just as long as it's not something where it's just an individual thing. Like, you're not trying to shed light on a bigger importance of a substance. You know what I'm saying? Like, gluing your hair together because you thought that shit was hairspray is not what I believe is something.
She didn't think it was hairspray. She's saying she ran out of gas to be glued, and so she used what she had in her house. It's not that she made a mistake on thinking that this was that. A lot of people think that that's what she thought. Like, girl, what was you thinking? Right. She was thinking exactly what the fuck she said. She was thinking she didn't feel like getting her bitch ass up. So to her local convenience beauty supply, and I would have cashed that for $7 for some gas to be glued spray.
On me,
right?
You get me? So,
damn water, some grease on them, so that she damn brush it real good.
Whatever car that she got them 6 figures on, she should have asked somebody to cash up her or send some money to that same damn car to go ahead and fly. You know what? Can you just go ahead? Because don't they got Walmart pick up and shit like that? Like, just bring that outside. They sell it at Walmart too. Yeah.
Right.
So boom, let's get it. So at this point, it was zero excuses. Like, that ain't, she didn't confuse anything. She just was like, well, fuck it. Like,
well, I'm
just gonna use the word solid glue.
Would y'all do this stunt or some type of stunt like this?
Oh no!
I didn't do the paprika.
I got paprika. What's that? Fashion shows to go to. I ain't got time for that.
But I'm saying if you get 500,000 followers and you get some deals out of it and you get raise money that's just off furry, I mean.
Hey, but check this. What you gonna do after that?
30-second video.
What content you got after that?
Who knows?
What you gonna do? The cinnamon challenge next?
Fucking bald headed. You nah.
Bald headed.
That's how it gets where it's at now. Like, they just got to keep doing crazier and crazier stuff, and then.
I guess I'm just too old. I don't know.
Okay, because at this point, I feel like, let's just say, you know how they be like, oh my God, this girl, she doing some crazy shit, Gorilla Glue girl. But let somebody be 16, 17, and they what's that? Like, got like college degrees already. You get this. Like, they get very little praise when you're actually doing something, that could just benefit you in the long run and in the short run, clearly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I realized that a long time ago. Like, people like, they chastise you and preach a whole sermon about your wrong and give you a hand clap just one time or a pat on the back, real brief.
Well,
the right thing.
When we come together as a collective, we start shining, right? They want to stop that influence. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
Because all our lives we've been acting like some fucking crabs in the bucket.
Right. Right. And so when we those things, I feel like these types of things, like the Gorilla Glue girl, kind of keeps us off that mark that we trying to achieve, right? It pushes us off that path. So we don't continue to keep opening these businesses. We don't continue to have these sisters who are graduating at a high rate in college because they worried about what's the next wave on social media or what we could do to this and this and that, instead of empowering ourselves to continue on in what we doing. Like, I'm seeing the movement. Like, I don't believe they're gonna stop this time around, but I do see these types of things put out a lot so they can continue to try to distract us, not bring us all as a collective. So and that's crazy. It's crazy how it works, how this machine works.
Program.
Right. The program, you know, you got all these, you got the pandemic allegedly.
You said pandemic. You funny as fuck.
Hey, that's real.
And you got, all of these different things that just outlining together, and they just don't seem right to me. I've always been a person that question everything, right? I don't care. Like, I'll question my parents if I have to, if it's something that I don't think would be right. You know what I'm saying? If it don't feel right, I'm gonna go question it. So, and I think that's a natural ability that we was given by God. So, we don't have to have a rule book on what's right and wrong, right? Laws shouldn't tell us. We feel that.
Common sense. Like somebody said, like, nobody wrote no law to tell you that you're not supposed to kill your mom, or you just, it just embedded in your soul, blatantly knowing not to, yeah. Let's just be cool. So, I mean, I get exactly what you're saying, Pedro.
But I think we have to start policing ourselves, like telling, sisters and brothers that do stuff like that. It's like, nah, we don't.
But look, this too, I'm human too, and y'all know me. I laugh at everything, even stuff that ain't posted. I don't care. But it's like this. I don't want nobody to think just because I'm I'm not laughing. Like, even if I'm laughing with her or laughing at her, that don't mean I'm condoning it. Do that make sense?
Right.
Shit could be funny all day, but that don't mean that that's something that I'm into. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So again, it's different strokes for different folks. But yeah.
Right.
On another note, I'm trying to hit that too, Mike.
So we that kind of takes us back into the next topic. So I don't know if y'all heard the headlines. Obviously, this month is Black History Month, so it's very important that we talk about, everything that we do, etc., and put it out there in the limelight, because this is where they want to put us in this bubble of February. For me, every damn day is Black History Day, every month, every year, all of that. So for me, I don't really look at a month, but we do have a month. They teach it in school, etc., and all these different things. Well, here not too long ago, Utah wanted to put to their to have an option of taking Black History courses or month or whatever in school. What do y'all feel about that? Because there's several states talking about it, because people feel like other people feel like they shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying?
You first.
Black History Month and everything else. How do y'all feel about this? How do y'all feel about this topic?
Benzo, go ahead, because I want to hear what you got to
say. Who teaching the class? That's what I want to know right there. Who teaching the motherfucking class, man?
First of all, because ain't no motherfucking way in West Hell this is an option, bitch. If we gonna teach that the color of my shirt, baby, we gotta know the opposing side. I'm not opposing, but I'm just saying, because I feel like shit sugar-coated. I'm sorry, I took the flow. I feel like it should be sugar-coated anyway, because I realize, especially because I'm into art, so like they have like paintings, and like when I'm into people that's very philosophical too. So like when they told me like, hey, you seen that little black man that's right in this corner? Don't you know that he the chief? And I'm like, what? Like I started looking up stuff like, oh, he the one who really originated this or came up with that. But then since they superior, they put their stamp on it. They made it their own, like what Christopher Columbus fucking did. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
because they was the mass producer.
Yeah, you feel me?
Right. I mean, I definitely get what y'all. saying. I mean, I don't, to be honest, but you know, they pushing, you know, black, you know, African American study teachers away, like, and not being able to teach those things. So it's not just like, oh,
But
it's the
why
white
do
man.
you think that though? Like, but why? Like,
But it
why
is
do
a
you
charter
wanna?
school. It's not
Why
like
do you
it's a
wanna
public.
bury our history? Like, why do you wanna masquerade it? Why do you wanna?
I don't think it's
Why do you want to keep us
form of
like
burying it. They just don't
oblivious?
want to hear about it no more. They
That
just
don't
don't
even
want to
make
hear about it.
sense. That don't even make sense. Like knowledge is power. So that's what you scared of. You afraid?
That's what,
We
yeah,
already
that's
have the
exactly
agility.
what they're
We
scared
already
of.
have the
That's
melody.
exactly.
So you feel like if we have the power and the money, but we're gonna be a cold piece of work.
That's
Right,
exactly what
and
they're
they know
scared of.
that,
Well,
and that's why they're doing what they're doing.
They're scared to
They
be in
know
the
that.
position that we
because
in.
black history is history. That's the problem, right?
And
So
that's what I
we've been
understand.
fed this, we've been fed this whitewashed history for so long. You know what I'm saying? So of course they don't want to implement history that's going to tell the truth. Because if you put that out there and you continue to put that out there, then it destroys the whole narrative that they came up with, right?
They can,
That's why
right. Destroys their life. Yeah.
Right. That's why they silence people who try to speak on different things and talk about different things. They kill those people or silence them or, you know, take everything away from them because they don't want the truth out. Right. If people really knew the truth and really knew what it was, you know, it would really be some things going on that we probably wouldn't have seen before. So it's like the whole it's always came down to this, right? From when I was in school, we had a bunch of different things that went on during Black History Month, and you know the stories was broadened out and all this other different stuff, whatever. But now they're condensing it. It's getting smaller. Now it's just an hour. Now it's just
people got to do their research though. It can't just be up to schools anyway, and that's a charter school. It's not a public school. That's a charter school. Somebody made that school, and it's rich kids pretty much going to that school, and they learning what they want to learn. That us
So they
as
pay for
Black
those
people
subjects.
in general need to be learning more about our history and passing it down and just passing it on to people. Like, nigga, did you know that? Oh, so and so did this, nigga. Because this nigga, that's part of our history right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true too.
Yeah, pass on just like niggas that be selling drugs. You know niggas' names from way back in the day that sold drugs. But niggas don't know niggas' history. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta be passing that on.
It definitely starts with us. Like we can't. I really don't care if they take it away because I honestly don't think it does it justice anyway. To you know Benzo and Blue's point, look who's teaching the courses, and so it's like what do we really need it for in that school anyway? That's not the school that was built for us, right? You know what I'm saying? Those schools weren't built for us.
Yeah,
so
you want to know when I graduated high school, I wanted to go to an all-black school, and I wanted to, believe it or not, I wanted to go to Winston-Salem State University. Yes, I wanted to go there, and that's why I'm saying I wanted to go somewhere where everybody was just pro-black. Like I got stuff in my house that's just like don't get me wrong, I'm not racist, but like I don't like when I buy my baby dolls and stuff like that. They not white, they black. Like, cause I want her to you know, be okay with it. I want her to, you know, like that's just me. Like I'm bringing that white baby over here, like, like you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, like I just feel like stay true to yourself, but that don't mean like I'm being divided because she think JoJo Siwa her cousin, and JoJo Siwa paler than my damn back screen. You feel me? So
you hear me? Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah.
She said, I said, what color?
Black people can't be racist, they can be bigots.
She's like, I said, what color are you? She said, we both blue. That's right. Y'all both blue. You're right.
What was you saying? What was you saying, Benny?
Black people can't be racist, they can be bigots.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time. People want to back.
Black people can't be racist; they can be bigots.
Which is another form of prejudice. So, and prejudice is a natural state, right? You might like a red car over a blue car. You might hate that blue car.
But it's just your preference.
It's a prejudice
But I
that
prefer
blue car.
Exactly.
I'd much rather.
Right. So that whole point of that is crazy to me. But I think that is the reason why, you know, they don't want us to learn our history. They don't want us to know our stuff, you know.
With you, because they sound like, you know, racial profiling and stuff like that.
Right.
So I don't want to tell this movie because this is a good ass movie, and if I tell you, you're not gonna watch it. So boom, it's a movie called American Skin.
Oh, we know about American Skin.
Say, don't tell us the whole thing.
Yes. Okay. So boom, y'all know about that movie, y'all. When I tell y'all that's probably one of the best movies in 2021, probably in 2000. Like,
where can people go watch it at though? So people that's
I got Fire Stick. If all y'all hood rats got Fire Stick and it's jailbroke, y'all need to know. I said it, they hood rat. So if y'all a nerdy man or something to go ahead and jailbreak y'all Fire Stick, and at this you can download Cinema HD. Okay, like H as in like high definition, like, you know, like that. So then there's also this thing called TTV, like coffee, tea, drink, like that. Yeah, TEA, TTV. And also Amazon Prime. Like, baby, get with it or get lost. They need to get familiar.
Give them the movie title one more time.
The movie title is American Skin. American Skin.
Watch that for sure.
Right,
it's so y'all, it's so dope. I'm not playing. Like, I could watch it over and over. Like
HBO right now has got a bunch of different documentaries that I suggest people go watch and see. It's a collective of different things that documentaries that are very important. So just like American Skin, I think we should be able to watch everything and anything that has to do with us, so you can get some facts. I mean, a lot of people don't like to read books; they're very visual. So if you want something to watch, man, we got a whole section in HBO Max right now that you can take a look in. But I definitely think that, you know, we probably should.
Wait. Yeah, Yolanda the model got a special topic that she wanted to bring up for ladies, for the ladies. So I wanted her to get that.
But mainly for like the models and stuff is what I was talking about when I sent that video. If y'all saw the silhouette challenge. So of course, you know, back to the trending things that are high, like we mentioned before. You know, so me, of course, as a model, you know, try to do what I can to get myself out there and be seen. So I was gonna do the silhouette challenge, but again, like I tell y'all, I do my research and I do vegan first before I just jump into anything, and I try to tell people this. So listen to me or not. But I did it, and I found out, and I came across a video where there was a guy who was giving the tutorial on showing people exactly how to remove the red screen from the silhouette challenge and just see everything that you had behind there. So I was over it. So I was like, hell no, I'm not doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? If I want to show you my life, let me do it on my terms. Let me my OnlyFans page and do that. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people and stuff out there that will do that for you. And yet and still, you run a challenge and things that people are doing, and you want to remove everything and teach the world how to do it. So now everybody's removing the damn screen. So that's why I did mine and gave the middle finger and said, you ain't gonna see shit. So that's just me. So, but yeah, like I just want the ladies to be aware. You about to do the silhouette challenge?
Girl, was I? I'm a model like you, baby. Just put like some real tight on where I am. I'm gonna do like a little sports bra and my little Victoria's Secret underwear. Yeah,
there you go. Yeah. Just do it like that.
So they figure out how to take the red part out, huh?
Okay. Yeah, just the whole red screen gone. Like no more Like, just kill the whole challenge.
I'm talking about drop dead.
So what do y'all think? Like,
raw body
so
challenge.
I was in a group with some women who, you know, I'm not gonna tell their age, but you know, they're older.
They grown.
And I'm not saying that they, you know, can't do what they want to do. I'm never saying people can't do what they want to do.
Absolutely
But
not. Absolutely.
But look, and then the butt killed everything. Look, watch.
Yeah, the butt kills everything because I gotta put a butt in because I'm just like, if you are willing to do these trends and do all of these things, what are you getting out of it? What's is it something that you because you want to associate with how everybody else is doing, or is it something that where you feel like you expressing yourself, etc.? Like, I never really got the challenges. I try to do this stuff with my daughter on TikTok because she got TikTok, you know, and
just to get followers. You want to grow followers,
huh?
You know, sometimes you might just want to grow followers. I don't know. I don't know either because I ain't never did it either.
Some of them girls might be getting paid though.
It's about the likes. It's about the likes and
so
stuff.
It's like, yeah, if you get a certain amount of likes, you get $1 for each 1 hour.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. I mean, like when you get your followers up, when you get your likes up, then you know you can start getting. I mean, like if you see a lot of people that stream, man, like people be donating to them.
Yeah,
like, just sit there and
see, here's the deal, though. Why are we the ones creating everything, but the white folks is the ones getting paid, though? What's wrong with that? What's up with that?
It is because they're starting. Like we're hopping on trends. Once they've already started, we're not sitting down and being like, "Hey, let's."
I've seen some.
Oh no, Gorilla Glue! Gorilla Glue!
I seen some of these trends get created by black people, and then the white people steal it, and then they the ones that
look like they're the original.
It depends on what platform. It depends on what platform you're on. I mean, it's going with this culture. It's going to be hit or miss on everything. Like just whatever people see, whatever blow up. I mean, like you could literally upload a video. I saw a video of a dude just grabbing his cat's paws and just banging them on stuff, dude. There's like instantly like millions of views, like over someone else doing something that was way cooler than that. So it's just the world we live in now, man. It's anything's going. But like I said, the whole reason for it though is people just. I think about Facebook, right? Like when you get 10 likes on a post versus 100 likes on a post, like literally you get excited. You know, you get excited when you see 100 likes versus 10 likes. Like that does something in your brain that causes you to want to keep searching for that. So think about those people that are getting millions of views. Like wake up one morning, you get like 1,000 views. Then wake up the next morning, you got 100,000 views. Like your whole day gonna be different. You're gonna be acting.
You know, I was in a clubhouse room and they were saying like with how the algorithms work, regardless of what we do, you know, as black people and how we create, you know, we just can't get over the hump of algorithms where we can monetize, like where we're making a bunch of money. Like it takes forever for us to be able to get to a point where we're making a bunch of money off of. Like, I think I was watching DDG podcast or whatever, a video or something, and he said, he was like, man, it took me literally like 10-15 years just to get to this point because nobody was really looking at us or looking at me or whatever else, because all these other people were getting that wasn't of dark skin or brown skin or whatever else. And I was out here, you know, I was putting in work. Like people were watching my stuff, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, I wasn't able to monetize like these other folks were who were a lot less. So what do y'all think about like these different companies kind of setting it up to where we can't like progress and make money off of ourselves?
I think it's your approach to how you come to it, because I mean you still got it. Like I said, it really just depends on the market that you're really going for, because a lot of times what I see people to do is like we're so pro ourselves that it starts to come off like
Selfish.
That we're excluding everybody else from
Is
stuff.
that an issue though? Is that a problem?
It is if you're trying to go
is.
into their arena.
You're trying to do business.
If you're trying to be in that arena, because
Yeah.
you got to think about this, the number one consumer of hip hop is not black people, it's white people.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but that's because we created,
So-
bro. We don't need to. We don't
It doesn't matter about who creates it. It's
fine
about
it's
who's
fine that we
spending
created,
the money.
but the consumers is what you're after, right? Because you want people to consume the product. So if the number one people who are going to consume our product are white people, that's just factual. That's
gonna pay for it.
Consumer, you have to appeal to them in some way. You can't be just so pro
But
your
see,
people.
I don't really believe that. I don't really believe that the white consumer is the reason why this and this and that and third, because we have the largest spending capital in the world, right? Black people, we spend the most.
Not with
So
us.
But what are we spending?
Not with
Not with us,
us.
though.
What are we
That's
spending?
what I'm trying to get at. There's the point that I'm making. Why is it that we are trying to look for something on somebody else's platform instead of creating our own, where all that money comes back to us?
Like,
Not
it's selfish, like, because people don't want to. I don't know what it is about us as black people. We don't want to see each other do good. That's why I promote so much about doing everything. Like I'm your hype man. Like I do that, and I make sure I share and I promote and I support and I do everything. Whether they do me like that, I'm still gonna do it because I want to see my black people make it, and we lack that, and it's bad here in Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of people,
I'm not gonna stop, and that's the problem. People stop, and they'll stop supporting you because they feel like you're not supporting them. I don't give a damn. I'm still gonna support my black people no matter what, and I'm gonna always go to my black people no matter what. And that's just what it is. But if you don't keep that same mentality the whole way through your journey, we're gonna all fail. And until we all do the same page and know that, it's not gonna work.
But you gotta think about it. Some people be looking for something in return. Like they don't have just a heart. Like,
and that's our problem right there, though, as a culture.
They looking for something in collateral. Like it's never been the one way. Like
that's our conditioning, though. Look where we at.
Right.
We in the place that encourages that.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. They do that to us. They do that to us, right? They monetize our creativity. They're quick to put us, if we're popular, they're quick to put us somewhere so they can make more money, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Why can't we use that capital mentality, but as an individual, so that we could come together collectively, right? Not think in a sense that we all have to reach some plateau in the world that we really are not really supposed to be associated in, but come together so that we all can be paid. If it's
instead of asking one person for $1 million, we're gonna ask $1 million, 1 million people for $1.
Integration mode is not trusting each other.
This is why, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be a problem with who holding that money.
Yeah, but why are we thinking of like that?
Issue right there.
We should.
But I see black people in general.
You probably wasn't thinking like that. You probably got somebody on the side thinking like that corrupted your brain. Sorry that you easily influenced and easily manipulated. But hey, like I'm sorry, like you got people that's like that conjure shit up in your brain to make you feel fucked up and make you feel less than, make you feel like, damn, I wasn't even thinking like that. But since you threw them variables out there, like how many other people think like you? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's a lot of people that's thinking like us right now too, and they probably trying to figure out a scheme. They probably trying to figure out a crew. They probably to figure out support. They trying to figure out how they gonna make their money, because that's what it is. We don't have support. For me, especially, I don't give a damn. I tell you, it be support and money that deters me from doing whatever the fuck I feel like I need to do when it comes to having support, when it comes to having the money. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a great way to really end the show, because we're gonna have to do the outros for everybody. And all I can say to end that is everybody just support black people and support everybody, because we all gotta live here. We all gotta, you know, make money. So I mean, the more you support each other, the more we can just everybody can win. You know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah,
it
'cause
could
I'm
be
like,
just
I
as
can't
simple as he
breathe.
said. It's just as simple as he said, man. We gonna start putting more out. You know, I'm working with a Black Achievement Fund right now, which is gonna have simplicity of that, and we gonna keep putting this information out to this podcast, because that's what we about here, is just empowering us, making us not think the way we've been thinking for all of these years. So that's what it's for. But we gonna sign this out and reintroduce.
Go
No
ahead.
more masquerades, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Benny. Benzo. Go ahead.
Benny.
And do your outro.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yo, it's Benzo23. Like I say, I'm with a Concierge Lawn Care. I do a little lawn care services, and I do butter stuff, edibles as well. So if y'all can find me on Instagram, Facebook, all that, man, just look me up. Check me out.
Black business. Yeah, black business. Support the black business.
Where you at so I can pull up?
Yeah,
I'm in the
everybody put their
city.
information
I'm in
the
OKC. I'm in OKC, but I pull up in Dallas anytime.
You gonna have to commit you for.
Right.
And my man, I don't want to mess this name up, man. I'm gonna call you AZ. That's what I got.
Azrael is Hebrew.
Azrael, man. All right.
It means help of God. But man, it was good. It was good being on here. You can follow me at Yehuda Gang on Instagram. I do music. I got a record label that I started, so we got a lot of popping artists. Also, I own a candle business. It's a 100% all natural. It's an Atmosphere candle, so you can look us up on Instagram. Atmosphere.candles is the website, and then we're also on Facebook as well. So, yeah, man, I just like to help the community. Glad to be on here and talk to everybody, and just can't wait to see what we do from here.
Yeah, that's what's up. Another black business. Go support him, man.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. My queens. We'll start with Blue. Go ahead, Queen. Talk yourself out.
Talk your shit. It's me, Blue. I'm a model. Y'all know that. I'm loving and I'm a mom. I just be chilling. Like, I just go and do anything I can do. I paint. I do everything with you know, the Hispanics and stuff. I like to get money everywhere. I just got a job today too. I work for Jamrock Enterprise.
Congratulations.
Have y'all heard of this little nonprofit? Have y'all heard of this little nonprofit business, like, you know, called like Save the Children and stuff like that? Mm-hmm. Well, we basically like enhance like not nonprofit stuff. Like we help, like, you know, that's all. That's what this podcast is for. That's what we all here for. So I just get into stuff. I just love everything. Like, I make my money and I become a better person. Like, I feel like I'm very influential. So at the end of the day, like, come my way. If you want to get slayed with your hair, I do hair. I do lashes. I do eyebrows. I'm thinking about going and being, you know, an MUA at this point. Like I say, I just need a solid team behind me so I can go ahead and get my product. And we're going to be in the dough because everybody eats, boo.
And then last but not least, the queen, Yolanda, the model.
Well, I feel like I've said this 1,000 times. Y'all can follow me. Of course, I've been modeling, I didn't say it earlier, for 2 years, but anybody, artists out there, I heard AZ say something about we got some artists coming up. If y'all need somebody for a video, how about you, girl? I'll put my information in there. So, but yeah, you can follow me, Yolanda. The model is all one word on all social media, even on TikTok. Yeah, y'all just hit me up, and I'm here to spread all the love and support. Put y'all information in the chat so I can make sure I get everybody's information too.
For sure, we'll do.
And I thank y'all again for having me. Mike, K-Dot, y'all the best. Appreciate y'all.
So thank you guys for coming through, man. It's another episode down. Y'all make sure y'all check out the culturecreators.com. It's where you see all the different information. We just gonna keep adding to that, building that up. platform for everybody to see about the culture. We got another podcast about to come out called Cannabis Syndicate. It'll be coming to us real soon. So y'all be able to check that out. You can actually buy the merch right now at CannabisSyndicate.net. My man Mike
I'm
Jones.
also a brand ambassador for Cannabis Syndicate. I model their everything they have, even if they have edible candy. I'm gonna wear them, and I'm gonna model them.
Yeah. So that's our stuff. We just rolling. Check out New Vision, Incorporated.com. That's our management side. And we just gonna keep rolling, man. And I appreciate y'all. My man Mike.
And I be on every cannabis. I be on every cannabis show because you know I be smoking that gas, so I be on every cannabis show.
What you got over there?
Shit, but I got a little everything. Double deja vu, no quarter,
Double deja vu.
Man, I got.
When you say
I just got cake over here, man.
We'll be talking about all of that on the podcast. So okay. So, but yeah, man, we gonna get out of this
people
point.
What your name means again? Because I didn't get to hear you, but I know your name is Hebrew. My daughter's name is Hebrew too.
Oh, okay, yeah, it means help of God.
Help of God. My daughter's name is Avani Lyric Lavelle. Her middle name is Lyric because my favorite movie growing up was Jason's Lyric. So boom. Avani Lavelle. Avani means red earth, and Lavelle means to join. So her name means to join the earth lyrically. And you like that?
Yeah. We gonna sign out on that one. We just gonna sign out on that one. All right, man. Thanks for checking us out. Tune in next Friday, 8
every Friday. And
every Friday.
Every Friday.
Don't miss it.
Just